Ever wonder why some people, despite having all the grit and passion, never quite reach that top tier? The truth is, greatness isn't just about starting strong. It's about finishing even stronger. You've poured your heart into goals, pushed past limits, and stayed focused when others faltered. We've journeyed through determination, dedication, and discipline, those powerful pillars that hold up any dream worth chasing. But what if I told you there's a fourth, often overlooked, virtue that acts as the ultimate amplifier for all of them? A secret source that turns raw potential into undeniable, lasting success. This is about the one quality that unlocks the full power of those 3 Ds, transforming your effort into greatness. For centuries, people have sought the recipe for true achievement. We admire the determined spirit, the dedicated heart, and the disciplined mind. We see athletes break records, entrepreneurs build empires, and artists create masterpieces. And we often attribute their success to these 3 incredible qualities. Determination gets you off the starting block, fueling that initial fire to pursue a goal, no matter how daunting it seems. It's the refusal to give up when the going gets tough. Dedication keeps you showing up, day after day, year after year, committing your time and energy to your chosen path. It's the unwavering loyalty to your vision. And discipline? Discipline is the structure, the self-control that ensures you follow through, even when you don't feel like it. It's the consistent action that builds habits and propels you forward. These 3 Ds are, without a doubt, foundational. They are the bedrock. But if you've ever felt like you have all 3, yet still fall short of your biggest ambitions, you're not alone. There's a missing piece, a final stage, if you will, in this path to greatness that truly seals the deal. It's the virtue that takes all but raw power, your grit, your commitment, your consistency, and shapes it into something truly unstoppable. It's the master key that opens doors you didn't even know existed. Think of it like this. Determination gives you the engine, dedication puts fuel in the tank, and discipline is the finely tuned steering wheel. But what makes the car actually go and reach its destination? Navigating every twist and turn with purpose and precision. That's where diligence steps in, transforming potential into reality. It's the ultimate virtue that allows you to realize the full potential of those earlier Ds. Without it, they're just well-meaning intentions, powerful tools sitting idly in a toolbox. So, what exactly is diligence? Many people confuse it with simply working hard. While hard work is definitely part of the equation, diligence is so much more profound. It's the practical application of determination, dedication, and discipline, woven into a continuous, unwavering execution. It's not just about putting in the hours. It's about the quality, focus, and persistence you bring to those hours. Imagine a sculptor. They might be determined to create a masterpiece, dedicated to their art, and disciplined enough to show up at the studio every day. But if they just hack away at the marble without careful, sustained attention to detail, without the patient, persistent effort that diligence demands, they'll end up with a mess, not a masterpiece. Diligence is about showing up not just consistently, but thoughtfully. It's about maintaining a high level of effort, regardless of whether you're seeing immediate results or not. This is crucial because life, and certainly any ambitious pursuit, rarely offers instant gratification. There will be days when you feel like you're pushing a boulder uphill and it just rolls back down. There will be moments when your motivation flickers, your energy wanes, and the finish line seems impossibly far away. In these moments, diligence is the quiet strength that keeps your hands on the wheel, your eyes on the road, and your foot on the gas. It's the ability to work smart and persistently, understanding that true progress often happens in the tiny, almost invisible increments. It's the silent promise you make to yourself, day in and day out. I will do what needs to be done, with care and consistency, until it is done well. It's the difference between doing something once with intensity and doing it repeatedly with intention. One of the most powerful aspects of diligence is its ability to create compound gains. Think about compound interest in finance. A small amount of money, consistently invested and left to grow, can become an enormous sum over time. The same principle applies to diligent effort. Small, incremental improvements, repeated day after day, week after week, build up into a significant advantage that can seem almost magical to outsiders. It's why someone who consistently practices a skill for an hour a day will eventually far surpass someone who practices for 5 hours once a week. The consistent application allows for refinement, for muscle memory to form, for knowledge to solidify. This consistent application also helps us understand the often non-linear nature of progress. We often expect a straight line from effort to results. But reality is more like a staircase hidden in fog. You climb, 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 and sometimes it feels like you're going nowhere. You might even feel like you're getting worse. Then suddenly, after a period of seemingly stagnant effort, you hit a breakthrough. It's like a dam breaking or a switch flipping. That breakthrough isn't magic. It's the sum total of all those diligent, consistent, seemingly small efforts finally converging and creating a critical mass. Think of the plateau in skill development. You might practice diligently for weeks or months without noticing significant improvement. Then, seemingly out of nowhere, you suddenly get it. A new technique clicks, or your performance level jumps. That sudden leap is the delayed reward for your consistent, diligent effort during the plateau. Diligence teaches you to trust the process, even when the immediate returns aren't visible, because you know that every consistent step is building towards that inevitable breakthrough. Life isn't a smooth, perfectly paved highway. It's more like a winding dirt road, full of unexpected potholes, sharp turns, and sudden detours. This is where diligence truly shines, because it fosters an incredible capacity to withstand adversity. No matter how determined, dedicated, or disciplined you are, you will face setbacks. You will experience failures. You will encounter challenges that threaten to derail your progress and shake your resolve. This is not a matter of if, but when. Imagine an entrepreneur launching a new product. They're determined to succeed, dedicated to their vision, and disciplined in their work ethic. But then, a supplier issue arises. A marketing campaign falls flat, or a competitor launches a similar product. Without diligence, these setbacks can be crushing. They can lead to giving up. But the diligent entrepreneur understands that these are simply part of the journey. Their consistent effort has already built a mental fortitude, a kind of internal shock absorber. Diligence equips individuals to weather these difficult storms, not by avoiding them, but by consistently showing up and chipping away at the problems, learning from each stumble. It promotes a growth mindset, which is the belief that abilities and intelligence can be developed through hard work and dedication. When you're diligent, a mistake isn't a sign of failure. It's an opportunity to learn, adapt, and improve. You're not just trying to avoid falling. You're developing the strength to pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and keep moving forward, even when it hurts. Emphasizing the process over the outcome is a hallmark of diligence. While outcomes are important, the diligent person understands that they are largely a result of consistent, focused effort. They value the lessons learned during the struggle, the character forged in the fire of adversity, more than just the final victory. It's about building a solid foundation, brick by painstaking brick, knowing that a strong foundation can withstand any earthquake. This mental toughness, this unwavering spirit, cultivated through diligent effort, is perhaps the greatest gift it offers. It's the internal compass that guides you through the darkest valleys, assuring you that as long as you keep moving, you will eventually find your way back to the light. So, how do we cultivate this powerful virtue? It's not something you're born with. it's a muscle you build. The first step is often about clarity and realism, setting realistic goals. Dreaming big is great, but trying to leap to the moon in one bound is a recipe for frustration. Break down those grand ambitions into smaller, manageable steps. If your goal is to write a book, don't just say, "I'll write a book." Say, "I'll outline chapter 1 this week. Then, I'll write 500 words a day." Each small victory builds momentum and makes the larger goal seem less intimidating. Next, create a structured schedule. Diligence thrives on routine. Decide when and where you will work on your most important tasks and stick to it. Treat these scheduled times like non-negotiable appointments. If you're a student, maybe it's 2 hours of focused study every evening from 7 to 9 p.m. If you're an entrepreneur, it might be the first hour of your day dedicated to strategic planning. This isn't about being rigid. It's about creating a predictable environment where consistent effort can flourish. Prioritizing tasks effectively is another critical strategy. Not all tasks are created equal. Some move the needle significantly, while others are simply busy work. Learn to identify your high-impact activities and dedicate your most diligent efforts to those. Use tools like the Eisenhower matrix, where you categorize tasks as urgent/important, important, not urgent, etc. Focus your energy where it matters most, rather than scattering it across 100 different, less significant things. This ensures that your consistent effort is directed towards maximum impact. Finally, and this might sound obvious, but it's often overlooked, identify and eliminate distractions. In our hyper-connected world, distractions are everywhere. Buzzing phones, endless notifications, the siren song of social media. Diligence requires focus, and focus is impossible when your attention is constantly being pulled in different directions. Turn off notifications, put your phone in another room, use website blockers, or find a quiet workspace. Create an environment that supports deep, focused work. Think of it as clearing the path for your diligence to walk unimpeded. Every distraction eliminated is a step towards sustained, purposeful effort. Cultivating diligence isn't a one-time project, it's a lifestyle. To sustain that consistent, focused effort over the long haul, you need supporting habits. This means taking care of your physical and mental well-being. Regular breaks, even short ones, can prevent burnout and improve concentration. Stepping away from your work for 5 minutes to stretch, walk around, or simply look out the window can re-energize you and help you return with renewed focus. It's not about working until you drop. It's about working smarter and sustainably. Another crucial element is self-awareness. Knowing yourself is a superpower for diligence. What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? When are you most productive? Are you a morning person or a night owl? Do you work best in silence or with background noise? Recognizing your personal work style allows you to optimize your effort. If you know your energy dips in the afternoon, schedule your less demanding tasks for that time and reserve your peak hours for your most challenging, high-priority work. This isn't about forcing yourself into a mold that doesn't fit. It's about adapting your approach for maximum progress, channeling your energy in a sustainable way that works for you, not against you. Diligence is not about exhaustion. It's not about grinding yourself into the ground every single day. It's about focused, intelligent energy directed consistently towards your goals. It's the ultimate key to unlocking your true potential, transforming your raw determination, your unwavering dedication, and your disciplined habits into a powerful, unstoppable engine that propels you towards lasting success. It's the constant, careful attention to the journey, knowing that every step, every effort, every small detail contributes to the masterpiece you are creating. Embrace diligence, and you embrace the final form of greatness. Watch our next videos to maintain this powerful momentum.